Parliament's Standing Committee on Public Accounts has now been briefed by Denel on the progress made by management there. Denel was meant to appear in front of Scopa last week, but failed to do so. The state-owned arms manufacturer has received several bailouts, but has not been able to manage financial fluidity. Denel executives now paint a rosier picture. Athi Mtongana was watching that in Parliament earlier. She joins us now. Athi, good afternoon to you. What's the main message from Denel's managers?
Well, you're quite correct, Stephen. They painted a much rosier picture than the grim picture that surrounds the arms manufacturing company Denel, as you've rightfully put it, which snubbed Parliament's watchdog, finance watchdog, the Standing Committee on Public Accounts last week. The board did not appear. They snubbed the committee. In fact, the chairperson went as far as to suggest that they foot the bill for that meeting for not showing, because what they then had to do is cancel the meeting completely, even with the presence of the Deputy Minister of Public Enterprises, as well as the SIU, which we know is working on various investigations involving Denel. In fact, Andy Motibi, the head of the Special Investigating Unit, told the chairperson that they are progressing really insofar as the investigations, and that they're actually not letting those who have resigned and left Denel to get away with, what had transpired within the arms company, because you find that a lot of people do not get prosecuted because they then leave or resign from the company. But SIU is saying that they are going after those people who are implicated and who have been fingered in criminality within the arms company. But of course, as you've mentioned, they have painted a rosier picture insofar as now funds being available for staff members. But at the beginning of the meeting this morning, I can tell you that the chairperson, Mkhuleko Hlengwa, as well as some of the members of the committee, Mr. Somyo and Becky Hadebe, were questioning Denel's board, and particularly the Deputy Minister of Public Enterprises, about whether Denel has a permanent board, whether they have a permanent CEO or an interim CEO or an interim board chairperson. But let's listen to the clarification insofar as the interim board is concerned.
So when it started in 2018, it was an interim board that where the minister has full-time powers. He's got powers. He doesn't have to take it to the cabinet. So in 2018, when that happened, the minister appointed an interim. And later, subsequently, there was an AGM of the board in 2019. And then the minister took the matter to cabinet for approval. And the board was then appointed as full-time. So we just have to get those records, bring them as evidence to qualify the issue here, so that it does not leave members asking whether it's interim or is not interim.
Denel also briefed Scopa about irregular expenditure and how it has decreased in some of the reporting years. But, of course, the issue of solvency, they're saying that they're making headway there. So let's listen to what was said.
Solvency also dealt with the restructuring of the balance sheet and dealing with the debt that Denel had in the intervening period. In 2021-22, we've dealt with about 3.1 billion of the debt, which further improved the solvency position, as well as then the recap that was received in 2023, which shows the positive solvency position of 3 billion for the financial year ending in 2023. So in terms of the Companies Act, as of 2023, our assets exceed our liabilities.
Athi Mtongana live in Cape Town for you tonight. Thank you very much indeed.